everyone, John here, and another informal video for you today. Just gonna chat about some things that are on my mind, and I'm gonna eat some dates while I'm doing it because I got a little bit hungry. And okay, I'm not being paid by this company, by the way. Just want to put that out there for anybody who thinks that I am. I got 141 subscribers. What do you think? You think Parnoosh is paying me? Anyways, I'm showing them because these dates are amazing. Perfectly soft, perfectly sweet, and perfectly juicy, and just plain delicious. So, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Anyways, what's on my mind today is the importance of being supportive. All right, this kind of ties into my last video about how sometimes we focus too much on the negative. We look for the imperfections in the world, and in doing so, we kind of put too much focus on those things instead of the positive things. Um, this one's a little bit more so, or more to do with like how it's related to veganism and stuff. So I really think it's important to be supportive of people who maybe aren't perfect. Colleen Patrick Goudreau just put out an amazing video called "I am 100% vegan. I am imperfect" or something. I believe that's the title. I'll link it below anyway. I think everybody should watch it because it really discusses about how the whole point is to just do your best. And as time goes on, your best will get better. And as time goes on, our options will grow. When we vote with our dollars and when we make changes in the world, we create a demand for our supply for vegan products and just vegan ways of life. Businesses are going to respond to that. So again, it's about being an example, but understanding that at some point you might step on a bug, or you might have to purchase something that contains an animal product, or may at least, there's so many variables and so many things that we just cannot control. And we might be in a situation where we inadvertently do something related to the harm of animals. And we really just need to be at peace with that and accept that as long as we're doing our best will only continue to improve as time goes on. So it's a mindset, really. And with that said, I think it's extremely important for us to remember that being informative, being educational, and being there as a hand to lift people up is amazing. That's what it's all about as far as I'm concerned. But we have to be careful not to turn into the vegan police and be the person who looks for imperfection, who looks for a fault, and who browses around Facebook or watches people's videos only to comment on the maybe 1% of the time, or a certain scenario where something could possibly not be 100% vegan. I think that's the wrong approach to have. I really do. Especially for like vegetarians or people who are still eating animal products, people are still eating meat rather. Vegetarians, of course, are still eating, milk and cheese and stuff and eggs, but especially for people who aren't vegan yet, it's really important to accept that they're interested, they're coming along to this lifestyle maybe, and we need to be just with open arms and be that kind of guide down the right path. It's okay to point out in a conversational tone, or if it seems appropriate, that there could be some room for improvement, but we have to be very careful not to scare people off, or not to put people off, just turn them off of the lifestyle by being, way too preachy, or by just always constantly nitpicking about the smallest things. I know that we can be passionate, and I know that it's completely justified, but from the point of view of somebody who is not yet vegan, or who realizes there's more room for them to improve, but is doing, if not their best, at least a really damn good, having a good shot at it. The last thing we want to be doing is beating these people down and turning them off and away from this lifestyle. We need to be there to be supportive, and we need to, do whatever's within our power to make people feel welcome, make people feel like the information is there, and definitely that we'll be there to help them out. But yeah, we just have to not be bullies about it, really. One of my comments on a YouTube video somebody else did before, actually, it might have been Colleen's video. I'm going to link it below because I think, again, everybody should watch that. But, you know, Gary Yourofsky always talks about how we've got our blinders on. We need to take those blinders off so we can see what's happening to the animals. And I agree. I love Gary. Anybody, I think everybody fucking loves that guy. He's awesome. But we have to be careful not to take those animal blinders off and put the human blinders on. Because unless you were born vegan, you were exactly where somebody else is now. That same person you're kind of, if you're looking down upon somebody or like really just picking every time something isn't perfect, how would you have felt if you were in that same situation? If you're trying to do something, if you're practicing something, you take up a new instrument or you take up a new hobby or something like that, or you want to exercise, you start going to the gym. How do you feel if someone's there telling you you're not doing it good enough? You're not good enough. Most people are going to give up. They're going to say, fuck this and fuck you. And they're going to walk away from it. We can't do that to people who are coming into a plant-based, if not completely vegan lifestyle. Okay, because the stakes are way too high to be turning anybody away and turning anybody down. We have to recognize every single meal that doesn't contain animal products as a victory. That's a win. If somebody gives up one meal a week, that's a win in the right direction. Obviously, we want that to keep going and keep improving. And ultimately, if the world could go vegan, I mean, that would be great. But for now, let's deal with what we do have in front of us and be supportive, be educational, be informative, of course, but we should definitely be trying to do our best to not deter people from this lifestyle. I know there's a lot of people that hate Durian Rider, hate Freely, they think they're self-absorbed, whatever. I'm not even going to get into that, but let's just keep in mind between the two of them, just their main channels, there's about 500,000 subscribers that are hearing about plant-based living, learning about fitness, learning about things that people want to learn about. And they're being exposed to something, whether or not you agree with everything that you say, there's 500,000 subscribers that are being exposed to a plant-based, if not fully vegan lifestyle. So it's just a good example, I'm not going to say yay or nay for Harley and Freely. That's not the point of this video, but anyways, keep doing what you can do, guys, to continue to be vegan. Do the best you can to educate people when the time is right. Do the best to lend somebody a hand, give them the information they need. But the last thing we want to do, again, is turn people away from this lifestyle because the stakes are way too high. We know that. We know that it's more than just about the lives of the animals, even though that's obviously very important. We know that there's also the future of our entire planet and all life on it at stake here. So, just stay compassionate. That's the whole point of this, is compassion, ethics, morals. Let's not limit that to the animals. Let's broaden that to every life form, including the people that haven't quite gotten it yet. Because I was there less than a year ago. I didn't get it. But now here I am. So, if there's hope for a guy who used to be the grill master, cook a perfect medium rare steak and be proud of it, there's hope for anybody else that's in our life that maybe is frustrating at times. But all right, guys, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up. Dislike, it doesn't matter to me. That's fine. Any questions, comments, leave them below. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, if you so choose. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. Bye.